All right, what's going on, everyone? I don't know where you're at, but this sun is beaming down. I mean, it is really hot and it's only 81. I couldn't imagine if it was 101 out here. It would be roasting. I mean, really hot. I'm in the shade. I turned my car over in the shade. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about this, and I really need people to give me a chance to explain what I mean by this concept of I am a complete hypocrite, because my whole life I have been a hypocrite and I still am a hypocrite. And there's some kind of relief for me in calling myself a hypocrite. And let me explain what I mean by this. There's so many hypocrisies in our lives, and it's okay. It's life. This is life. It's how life is. This is just one example of that for me. This is me reflecting upon me. I can't reflect on your own life for you, but you're with somebody. Just say you're with somebody that hasn't seen you for a while, and they say, "Oh, hey, how are you? How you been? I haven't seen you for so long." And then you're with them for, say a couple hours, and you guys are talking, or you ladies are talking, or whoever's talking, and you're talking and you're with each other. Sooner or later, you get tired of each other's company, and you get tired of hearing what the other person's saying. And you're like, okay, now it's time for me to go and get away from you, because you said what you said, I said what I said, and then you go by yourself somewhere and you're back to square one. You're right back to where you were. And I know you're probably asking, well, what's so hypocritical about that? Well, for me, it's like this whole identity thing is completely hypocritical, because one moment we're calling ourselves a good person, and we're happy, and we're we're in a good mood, but then the next day or in a couple hours our mood can change, and we can get sick and tired of what we were just saying that made us happy or put us in that good mood. And I understand too that when you watch these videos, you get tired of seeing my face. You get tired of seeing my crooked teeth, and you get tired of hearing my voice, and you get tired of hearing me, and then you go and listen to somebody else, and then you get tired of them, and then you go and listen to somebody else. And it's just this continual hypocrisy. That's how I see it. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with this. We're all hypocrites. We're all hypocrites. And I think if we could just, when we get together and say, look, I'm a hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite. I think that things would go so much better in life if we would do that. But I know that's not the case. I know everyone is not going to do that, And in a weird way, it gives me relief calling myself a hypocrite. It gives me relief, because it's me not trying to live up to that expectation. It's me not trying to be something that I know one minute I might be, but the next minute I'm not gonna be. So why am I trying to live up to any expectation? Why am I calling myself anything? This is what I want people to understand And I know you'll get sick and tired of this after time. You know, I'm not that special. I'm not that special. I'm just being honest and I'm telling you how it is. But you'll get sick of knowing that my channel is called Somebody But Nobody. You'll get tired of that. And then you'll go to, you know, one thing to the next, one extreme to the next. I know, because I do the same thing. But I realized a lot of things in life are on repeat. And that is the hypocrisy of it, is that it's on constant repeat. You know, we're with this group of people for some time, and then we're like, okay, I'm sick of being with these people that I was just with because I thought that they would make me feel better, and they might have made me feel better for a little while. Now I got to get away and go do my own thing. And it's like, this is where I think we lack an understanding of, we have to go our separate ways. We have to part ways at some point. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, for me, I've always been this person that I always wanted to be around my friends and people that I hung out with. And I just expected us to keep going and to keep living in the moment. And it was always short-lived. It never lasted. You know what I mean? It never lasted. And there's a bunch of other concepts that I have on this, and I can't think of them right now. I had a bunch on my mind when I first came out here, and I kind of lost train of thought of them. But you will hear me talking about one thing, and then a couple days later, I will be talking about another thing. But I constantly catch myself in this contradiction and in these hypocrisies and in these interchangeable ways that cannot be changed. They just cannot be changed. There's no way they can be changed. And I find myself being very agitated and just not in the mood for things that I was in the mood for before. And it's like, I'm a hypocrite. Like, I was just liking this thing, and I was just, you know, listening to this thing, and I was just enjoying this thing. Now this thing is like, I'm seeing it differently. And I don't necessarily want to listen to that thing or want to hear that thing or want to see that person. And it's like, okay, now it's time for me to part ways and get away from you or this thing for a little while. And then it always comes back, and then it's always the back and forth. The back and forth. That's why my channel is Somebody But Nobody. I came to that name because it's always back and forth. And see, that's the point that I wanted to make. This is the most important thing in this video, is that when somebody judges you or you are scared of judgment, all the judgment is somebody throwing their own hypocrisies at you. You see, even when you judge yourself, it's hypocritical. It's hypocritical because you're judging yourself, or you think that others are judging you and you're in fear of this judgment, but yet we all are doing the same thing. We all say that, oh, I like this so much, but then you get tired of it. And then, oh, hey, how you doing? How you been? I haven't seen you forever. You talk for a couple hours. Okay, I got to get away from you now. I'm getting tired of what we're talking about. And, you know, okay, it was nice while it lasted. You see? And if we could just admit this and talk about it, I think it would clear the air so much more, and it would make it so much just easier and more light. You know what I mean? Not to say that, we're going to go back to the same thing. It's just going to go back to the same thing. And see, that this is where so many people, they'll start judging and say, oh, well, you're just being negative. You're just mad because you're not this or you're not that. And it's just, how can you judge me and how can I judge you? It's just, it's almost like a cancer of the brain to me, this whole judgment thing. And my whole life I have been scared of this judgment, and I have been in fear of what others will think and all this. But the thing is, we all are doing the same thing. And that's why we're all hypocrites, because we're judging what we do. And we don't even see it in ourselves. We don't see it we see it. No, we don't even see what we're doing when we judge others, but yet we don't even judge ourselves. We're judging others and we can't even judge ourselves to see that we are doing this and we are being hypocritical of this. We can't even see that. And it's like there's really nowhere to go from here, from this point. It's just, that's why I talk about live in the moment and just do what you feel like doing and say what you're going to say, because what is the point of worrying about stuff? And what is the point in caring about what others think and what others are going to say, or how they're going to judge you, or how they're going to think about what you just said? It's like, what does it freaking matter? It does not matter. Like this video does not matter. It does not matter. It may be a message, it might be telling you something, but it doesn't matter. You're going to watch it and you may enjoy it for a little while. Then you're going to have a point in time where you're not going to come onto my channel. You're going to get sick of seeing my face. You're going to get sick of hearing my voice. You're going to get sick of hearing me speak. And that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that double-edged sword. I'm cool with that. I'm right at the tip of the sword, like I said, right at the tip. And I'm fine there. And that's the reason I did this video, because I was up in my room and I found myself getting agitated at everything. And like, I started looking at others like just in some kind of way. I can't really explain it. But then I realized that's me. And okay, who cares? You know what I mean? It's like, who cares that that's me? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, just do what you gotta do. Who gives a shit what everybody else is doing, or what everybody else is saying, or how everybody else is living? It's like all we got is our own lives and our own actions, and it's like, you're either gonna do what you do or you're not gonna do what you do. It's plain and simple. It's not hard. It's really not hard at all. But I make it hard, you make it hard, we all make it hard on ourselves. And then I have this thing where, because I've been doing this my whole life, this has been my bad habit, where when I speak about what I speak about, I feel ashamed because I spoke about what I spoke about. Like, why should I be ashamed of what I spoke about? when every one of you speak about what you speak about, and you say what you said, and you said it because you said it. Who gives a shit? Why do I give a shit? Why do I give a shit? Why do you give a shit? Let's stop giving a shit and just be. Simple. Plain and simple. It's easy. It's not hard. But yet we're all expecting something. We're all going for something. We're all waiting for something to come when it's never going to come. We're all hoping when hope is never going to come either. And it's very hard to be in the now. It's very, very hard to be into the now. Because it's hard for me to be in right now. Because I constantly had this habit of trying to fix the past and trying to make sure that the future is going to be some kind of way. It's not going to be any kind of way. It's only now. It's only right now. That's it. That's all that matters, is the right now. And what are we doing in the right now? Whatever we do. It's not that hard. So see, that's the freedom in calling myself a hypocrite. I am a complete hypocrite. Everybody, I'm a hypocrite. I am a hypocrite. Me. Now, are you willing to call yourself that? I don't know.